So, apparently that's how you have a Super Bowl ahead of time. Man, I was up super late watching to the very end, but man, it was totally worth it. That was easily probably the best game I've seen all year. That wasn't any of my Dallas Cowboys. It didn't involve my Dallas Cowboys. And so, yeah. That, seriously, 54-51? And the only reason why the game didn't go into overtime is because Kansas City decided not to field goal kick it. I mean, it was 3rd and 10 on Kansas City's 26. They could have made that field goal. And there wasn't that much time left either. Yeah, they could have done the field goal. Set the game in overtime. That's probably what the Super Bowl's going to be anyway. I mean, again, Chiefs. I mean, I called the Chiefs and Rams Super Bowl, and if that was an indication of what I think the Super Bowl is going to be, then I don't know what is. So, yeah, that was a great way to end a Monday. So, right in that particular, I mean, the only thing I was wrong about was, the fact that, the Rams won, because I predicted the Chiefs to win, but whatever. This is actually one of those rare instances where I can actually call it a good game, even though I was technically wrong about who I wanted to win. That stuff happens. I'm okay with it. So, yeah. That sure was something. So, I guess without further ado, happy Tuesday, everybody. Yeah. Got some plans for today. I'm gonna try and see Ralph Breaks the Internet tonight. That'll be something to do. Oh, something that looking forward to doing, I suppose. What else is there to talk about? Man, I'm just drawing a complete blank today. Man, what do I talk about today? I'm just drawing a complete blank today, ladies and gentlemen, and I have no idea why. I guess last night was so incredibly exciting that it sucked all my ideas away from me. I don't know. Although, to be fair, though, I was up pretty late. I mean, see, there's an indication of how tired I am right there. I mean, it was almost like midnight by the time the game was over. This is a very long, very arduous game that really could have gone either way, and it looks like it was about to go either way. I guess the Rams just, wanted it more. So, again, Super Bowl ahead of time. Wouldn't it be sad if I was wrong and it ends up being like the Patriots and the Saints? Although if that's the case, I'll be rooting for the Saints, because, I mean, I only was rooting for the Patriots last time, probably because it was either them or the Eagles, and I hate the Eagles, plus, since what the Eagles did to that old lady from Minnesota, which was totally not cool, by the way. Seriously, why would you make fun of an old lady? That's not right. Especially if she's almost 100 years old. That's not cool. That's not right. But, yeah. That takes care of all the football games for this week. And, boy, I'm going to have to get up super early on Thursday just because of the, since I am going to be doing the Pine Glove. And there's going to be some football picks on that particular day as well. Let's see. Actually, I mean, everyone knows the Lions and the Cowboys play on Thanksgiving, so that's 2 games I'm looking forward to watching. And I believe the Saints play the Falcons, which Yeah, I think it's going to get worse for the Falcons, but I'll get to that pick when I actually get to that. This is actually going to be a really weird Thanksgiving for me because normally we go to my one cousin's place for Thanksgiving every year, but unfortunately, my cousins they work for Corning, and they actually have to go to like China for 5 years for something. I forget what it is. All I know is that when Corning asks you to do something like that, you better do it. So yeah, this is going to be an awkward Thanksgiving because none of us have any idea what we're going to do. I mean, I guess we could always go to my one great aunt's place, but I was there for 4th of July actually, and there really wasn't much space, and there was only like one working TV. Gonna kind of be difficult to watch the Cowboys play and one TV that, and unfortunately where the TV is, it's a place that everyone like walks through too. It's not even like a specific room. Well, technically it's where the dining room used to be. It's my aunt's place is a little bit on the crazy side. I'll leave it at that. But yeah, Thanksgiving should be fun, but also kind of different, I suppose. Oh boy, I just realized if I'm doing the pine glove, it's also going to be extremely cold. I hate the cold. Never liked the cold at all. You know, yeah. You know, funny enough, I think it was the very first time the pine glove took place by West High. Well, it was by Corning Middle School, but at the time it was West High School. Actually, you know what? It maybe was. No, I'm wrong. It was Corning Middle School. It was always Corning Middle School when it started there. But originally it always started at Memorial Stadium in Corning, which is where Corning East used to be. Now it's referred to as Corning High School. But now it takes place by where the old Corning West High School, or where Corning Middle School is now. And the first time I went, it was blistering cold. Then again, pretty much every year I've done the pine glove has been blistering cold. In fact, it started off as like cold, more cold. Then for whatever reason, that third year I did it, it was actually very, very warm. It was actually kind of awesome. I was actually able to run with my shirt off. That was really cool. Then cold again. Then even more cold. And cold again last year. So, I'm sensing a theme here, ladies and gentlemen. So, it was actually so incredibly cold when they first did the one by Corning Middle School, that they actually had those like blast heaters where it's basically like, it's practically they're shooting out fire. That's how hot they are. And not knowing this, I'm wearing my gloves, and my hands are cold through my gloves. This is how cold it was. I actually stick my hands like in front of it, and like it actually melts like it actually like melts the gloves, and I actually almost like burned my hand. That was not fun. And I ruined a perfectly good set of gloves too. And you guys know me, I run with my music. So these are the kind of gloves where you could like use the touchscreen on your iPad or iPhone if you're using that for listening to music when you work out. But man, that was a rough game last night. Yeah. So it was pretty cold that day. And from what I can tell, it's probably going to be very cold. Well, I mean, luckily, one thing that's been happening is even though there's still plenty of snow on the ground, it's also been raining a lot. That's good, because the rain is sort of like help melting the snow, but if it gets cold again, you could risk like having giant ice patches, which is not very fun at all. So there's that, but you know, it's That's why you gotta earn your Thanksgiving meal somehow. You know, run a 5K and then earn whatever food you're gonna be eating that day. Actually, I don't know what I'm gonna be. Oh, I have some. I know what I'm going to be eating. You know, I always call one of the drumsticks because you got to. You know, I always go for the dark meat. The dark meat, the drumstick, the thigh. That's always the best part for me. You know, stuffing, mashed potatoes. Hey, they are mashed. And you can also boil them, or you can stick them in a stew. I really hope somebody got that reference, by the way. Yeah. Oh, and yeah, the vegetables, of course. You know, I always go for they always have, like, butternut squash. I like butternut squash. That's always really good. I guess I don't know what else you're going to be having. I mean, there's also some hors d'oeuvres because the party lasts quite a while, which, you know, is fun. You know, the longer the party, the better it is. And there's actually going to be plenty of food because, honestly, the worst thing that can happen to a good party is if they run out of food. It really is. I mean, some can argue that not enough people show up. Some can argue that the weather is bad. But honestly, when it comes to having the actual party itself at the time and place of the party, with everything going on, if the party runs out of food, that can be a real problem. Funny enough, that actually happened, believe it or not, to Disneyland. Yeah, when they first opened. In fact, I saw this article, I think it was like last year in 2017. Well, obviously that was last year, 2017. Where, when Disney first opened, it was like incredibly hot outside. A lot of the attractions that they're known for today, they didn't exist yet. They ran out of food, of course, because that's what I was alluding to. And it was just an overall, like, miserable day for their opening day. Oh, yeah, and of course, since everyone loved Disney even back then, you know, of course it was going to be super duper crowded. Why would it not be? It's Disney. It's on a patch of land that has, you know, roller coasters and rides and stuff. It's literally like it literally can be described as the happiest place on earth. Not on the day it opened it was, but now it is. You know, been open for, what, 30, 40 plus years? I'm sure they've had some ups and downs, but that's what you do. You know, you get things right or whatever. So, yeah. Hey, what do you know? I said I was going to see Rock Breaks Internet, and I talk about Disney. Everything comes full circle. So, that's about all I have for right now. I should probably get going, because I don't really know how crazy the weather's going to be and whatever. So, like, favorite, share, and hit that subscribe button. I could really use support on YouTube. Follow me on the social media platforms, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. I'm very humbled I made this video for all of you guys to watch and enjoy for today. I'm extremely hopeful that we all have a wonderful Tuesday. You know, only a few shopping days until Thanksgiving. And then you have Black Friday the next day. By the way, if you go shopping on Thursday night for Black Friday shopping, you're an idiot. And as always, if you want to talk or chat, I'm always going to be here to lend an ear. And I am always going to have your back. Take care, everybody.